here with you, and yes, I decided to make another video, but I decided to do something that was gonna bring me a lot of joy to do, and that's postcards, and especially with these cute little image of dogs which I had from a previous project, and I figured, you know what, I need to use them up because they've been sitting on my desk. So what better way to use them up than to actually make some postcards. Now whenever I show postcard making, there's a lot of people that comment about this stamp. It's no longer available. It's a penny black stamp. It's no longer available with a wood block. However, it is available in acrylic and as an acrylic stamp. And if you check out in the description box below my Amazon link, you will find it in the things I like to use for craft. I put the link to the acrylic one. Of course, if you use my Amazon link, you are not paying anything more than you would normally, but you will be, I will be getting a small commission for pointing you out in the right direction, which is always very appreciated because it allows me to use that money to purchase stuff for the channel. So hope that helps you. And I will just do this because I always forget to do this. So put my name on the card. These will be in my Etsy store. The link will be in the description box below if you're interested. Okay, so that's that. Now I decided for these ones to pull out some of the papers that I had dyed a long time ago, and I did this following a Rosemary Maurice technique of putting water and some rusted iron and boiling it and having papers underneath like a brick, and it gives this yummy color. Now this one is really dark, so I'll probably go with these because I like the postcards. Well, it would be very cool to use those two, but then maybe I can remove that portion of it because I do want them to tie together, and maybe I can use this as part of the decoration. I don't know. I pulled out this here, which was from a pen package, and I just love the color with it. And because there's brown in the dogs, I thought that might be nice. And I pulled out a music sheet as well for the embellishment. I'm not sure what I will be using and how I will be using it, but at least I've got the stuff ready for this. Now, I'm thinking, my dad gave me some old, well, it's actually not that old, a phone book, and I think I'm gonna use that to put put the glue, because as you know, what do I do? How do I do this? I want to have as many as possible on a page. I don't think I'm going to be able to do, yeah, I won't be able to do more than 2 if I go this way. But if I was to go this way, then I could have 3. And then I could do the other 2 on that side and keep the bottom part. Right? No, it doesn't fit Okay, but I could put them this way and keep the darker part. You're not seeing anything. I could keep the darker part for embellishment. So I think I might do it this way. And I'm wondering if I don't just glue it directly on the paper and then cut around it. That might be my best bet. The images aside. Thank you everybody who left such kind words on my last video. I really appreciate it. Like I said in that video, I'm taking it day by day, and I will see how I feel. If I'm feeling up to it, I'm gonna make videos. If I don't, then there's not gonna be any. But I do have a lot of playlists and things that you can check out in the meantime if you're interested. So there's that. I'm gonna put it to the edge. So that means less cut for me. And hope you've been enjoying the summer so far. Here this past week it's been raining a lot, which is surprising, but because it hadn't been raining at all before, and it went from like not raining at all to raining too much, as in my plants are starting to get yellow. So I went from having to water them to now I don't know how I'm gonna make sure that they survive. So that's not a fun, this is not a fun situation. Ah, my hands are getting gooey. Okay, well, that's pretty good. I will probably go over the edge with walnut distress ink, because I'm thinking it might give a nice finish. I could put this one at the bottom here so I have two edges already and I don't have to cut those. So they're going to be fairly simple to do, but obviously you need to have made the paper, which in itself is quite a long process. Fun but long. And it's the type of process that you want to do when you've got leaves and flowers and stuff like that that might color your paper. So obviously not in the winter time. Been thinking a lot of about my Canadians friends that might be out in the West and suffering a lot from the temperature. Look at that paper. I mean, isn't that beautiful? Just like that, it's already like so pretty. Love it. And obviously not gonna throw away the little pieces that are left. For sure. I mean, it's kind of a treasure. Put this here. So I recycle a lot, use cereal box, any type of cardboard boxes that don't have a really, you know, that are not stained with food or stuff, because obviously you don't want that. And the reason why I put, because you might not have watched my previous videos, but the reason I put double glue and things is because I want my postcard to be able to be shipped by mail. And if you don't double glue, they might come apart. They might not, but they might. Clearly, this piece of paper, either my card or the piece of paper, well, I would suppose it's my card, it's not straight. Because I thought I'd put it straight, but it's clearly not straight here. But anyway, that's it. It's going to be the way it is. I can go around it with my scissors. Nothing that I do is ever fully straight, let's be honest. Because that's not me. I'm far from being a perfect crafter. I put a lot of passion in what I do, but it's usually not fully straight by any means. But it's made with a lot of love. Trying to stay within the camera. Stay in the camera frame. I might bring you closer when I get to doing the top portion, just so you can see better. You see this one is a little bit bent, but it's okay. I think it just adds to the character. Because you're reusing basically, right? So stuff is not going to be perfect by any means, but that's part of the charm, because no piece is going to be exactly the same. And I think, like, honestly, that's the thing that I like the most about doing like stuff like this, is the fact that it is so unique. So now let's see if I have a brown dauber. Pretty sure I had done brown. Oh, there's a brown. And where is my... Nope. Oh, it's at the top. There it is. So I'm just gonna go over the edges to kind of cover where the marks that the scissors would have done, and make it feel more vintage. Now I'm not quite sure which sentiment I'm going to use. I have some Tim Holtz ones that I think would be very pretty with this, but they're I don't know if I'm going to find words that are going to fit with this. Okay, so that's done. I'll keep it out just in case I want to do the same with the if I want to use it for the music paper. Not even sure if I'm going to use the music paper or not. I have no idea. just trying to figure this out, how I'm gonna layer this. I love layering, so that's one thing for sure that I want to do, but I'm not quite sure how. So let me bring in you a little closer. Sorry if I'm making you feel a little bit dizzy. Just want to make sure that I'm still in frame. Bring it back just a bit. Okay. Because if I bring it down, I want to make sure that you can still see. And I tend to do that when I'm doing... so this is the words that I think would be amazing with this. I have Love is Spontaneous could go well. My Sweetheart could go well. Take It to Heart, maybe. The Most Noble might be. There's Play at the Beach, which would be fun. Or Contented Surprise might be good. Or Very Kind-Hearted. Okay, there's quite a few. So I'm not going to use these, I'm going to use those ones. And now, I like the idea of the texture and the feeling of this. And honestly, I love the crinkle on this. I'm just not sure how I can do this and make it stick. I'm not sure if I want to use music or not. Might be fun under the paper to see that. The thing is, I'm not sure if I want to add anything else, because I kind of like the I like seeing that, but I wonder if I would like it. Let's see, if I was to put like something like that under the dog, would that make it look good? Let's cut this out and try. Because I'm not going to know unless I do this. I don't know. I'm feeling like I'm missing something, but I'm not sure. It's one of those times when it happens, but you know, like you're kind of think you want, but you're not sure if it's going to work or not. Do I tear it or I keep it? To keep it straight, I would cut it here. Not even sure if I have enough of this to do all my cards. So here it is. If I was to cut around it, like tear it, then maybe I could use this portion over here and put a word on it. And of course, because it's very close, so I don't want to tear too much. I'm gonna just tear this portion and then I'll glue the dog and tear around it, which I think will be an easier solution. It's kind of hard to tear just a tiny little portion. Very, very hard for the carpal tunnel. At least that's what I find. Okay, so we'll tear a little bit more here. And a little bit more here. Oops. Put it to an angle a bit. This way I have more than this. Kind of squeeze it a bit more maybe. Because I'd like to have a little edge around everything. If I do this like that. Whoops, wanted to put extra glue, but I don't think I can. It's not gonna allow me to, so let's just glue down the edges and that will be, we'll call it that a day, because I'm not gonna be able to tear it apart. My friend Kimberly has been sending me a lot of beautiful postcards, and just so you know, they make it totally fine in the mail. So, in case you're wondering, it is totally possible to ship these afterwards. Now I'm thinking that because these like that, then maybe I want, because that part is higher, so maybe I want it this way, but then he's facing the wrong way versus what I like usually. But I feel like the height is better that way, so I think I'm gonna go and do it this way. So I will do this. Okay, so like that, and then put the paper like this. So maybe I can put some tape and then put glue underneath this and then apply it. Not sure how that's gonna go, but we'll never know unless we try it, right? Okay, so scrunch it back up. Oh, I like that a lot. I like that a whole lot. And this paper is very, very thin, so glue like this is perfect for it. And it just gives this nice old feel to this. Just I have a little bit extra glue, so we'll just rub it off. That's just fine. Oops. Do this little part. Okay, so he's gonna go over here and trying to figure out which one I prefer for this. It has to be small because otherwise it's not going to fit. And I like this one, the Traveler. I think that could be fun for this. And it's fitting with a postcard. Okay, so here's my, whoops, first card. It's very neutral, but I really like it. I'm usually not a neutral type of girl, but sometimes that's what it takes, and in this case I feel like that's what it's calling for. Okay, so next one. Falling. I think I want to edge a bit the paper so it's not so stark against the rest. I like that. Okay, so this, and then I'm gonna kind of put it over here so I can maybe put my glue like this, and I love reusing packaging. Like, I really just adore it. Just makes my heart sing. Okay, so, and I love when I have big chunk like that. I just think it makes it more interesting to have that textured element. It's texture that I cannot really replicate any other way than with a tissue paper like that. I know that some can with paints or with inks, but yeah, I'm not that good. So tissue paper it is for me. And I can put my little deteriorate here. And I'm thinking for that one, play at the beach, if I can find it again. Where is it? Play on the beach. No. I want to kind of put it on something like that. Maybe. Since I have it. Oops. So I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to kind of tack this inch under the image. I think it will be a good look. Put the image on top like that. Okay, typical. Well, for those of you that haven't seen me change a roll of tape, here is your chance. So these tapes are from Tape Jungle. It's the cheapest I've found anywhere so far. If you're from Canada, the shipping is kind of horrendous. It was probably worth it with the exchange being so low a few weeks ago, but I don't know now. When I ordered mine, I ordered like a huge box, so that I would have some for a long time. Why is it that this feels like it's not coming? Whoops, wrong. No. I always have trouble remembering how I'm supposed to put it. So. I think it's that way. And then it goes like this. Hope I was in frame when I did that. Might not have been. So this is the second one. I really love it. They're really pretty. I might put inspection requested, because he looks like he's telling you, go and inspect whatever it is that I have found. Because clearly he's found something, because he's pointing at it. I think I might do that and do the same that I did with the other one. Okay, and just kind of go like this, so I can put a few lines like that, just to make sure it sticks. Whoa, not before I put the glue on it though. Please be good, behave. Okay, so I love the feel of this. Like, oh, it's just so yummy to me. Like, I cannot express to you how amazing I feel that looks. It feels like glassine almost. Like it gives this texture and feel of, it's just beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay, so now I need to find a word for him, and could be now is the time. I'd seen one that said sweetheart, but I'm thinking I want possibly the sweetheart to go with this one if I can find it again, because I can't see it again. Oh, my sweetheart, yeah. I think I want it for that one. So maybe I should put now is the time. There's very kind-hearted as well. That would be good. So let's put now is the time. And just put those in a downward fashion. Whoops. Here we go. Cut that down. Oh yes. I'm happy with that. Feels perfect. Okay. Looks awesome. I hope you find them as pretty as I am. But it's a question of opinion, so it's highly possible that you don't like them. And that's okay. Not everybody has to like the same thing, which is a good thing. Because then the world can't speak, would be a very boring place if everybody was the same. Okay, so I think I want to show la clé de sol. I don't the treble. I don't remember what the word is in English for showing the la clé. But in French it's la clé de sol. Okay. A little bit of this. That. Oh shoot, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh well, should be glued sufficiently anyway, because I'm going to be putting the rest of the stuff on top. It won't move. And this is going to go there, so I can put three lines. So lift this up and put a little bit of glue. so pretty. Okay, so put this little guy. This one would have been pretty too, but I can only choose one. I'm going to put him higher, just because this part here, like this one has like a bit of an edge already, whereas this would have been an empty space. I didn't like that as much. So this is going to be with that, and I wanted to put it on that. I want to put it on here. Would it fit? I think it fits perfectly, so we shall do that. Actually, does it fit on this tiny piece? It does. Then I don't have to cut that one, and I can use this one, which would have been bin worthy, and now it can be used. That is very cool. Important to, honestly, like when I'm making something, I do throw in the bin, in the recycling bin, some of the little pieces now. I try to, at least. But when I do it, I usually do it after the session is over, the crafting session, because little pieces like this could be perfect for what you need. So yeah, I don't want to throw them away, just in case, you know, I've got a use for it. It might not have worked, but in this case it did. So definitely worth having kept that little piece. So I hope that is a tip that is useful to some of you. Otherwise I end up going through my bin, but the thing is, most of the time for a little piece like that, I might not remember that I've tossed it. So, but I do remember that it's on my desk. Hence the fact that I think it's better that I just leave it on my desk. This way I can still see it. Okay, so that's definitely gonna go like that. Okay, then put this. Okay, so that's that. Okay, this. Is this what I want? One thing too that I like about this tissue paper is the fact that it's transparent, so you can still see the background underneath. It's not so opaque that it hides it completely. So I like that. Okay, and then put this over here. Loving this so much. And then inspection required is the perfect word for this. Inspection requested. So I think I will put it on this and cut it a bit like we did for the other one. And it's dark enough that it's gonna be really nice, I think. Here we go. So So here we go. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love it so much. So much. So here are my 5 cards. As I've said, these will be in my Etsy store, and if you're interested, go and check it out. And I hope you stay safe, you have a wonderful week, and possibly I'll see you next week. Otherwise, I can't even see them. Otherwise, it will be sometime soon, hopefully. I should zoom you back out. Okay, so there you go. So love you guys, stay safe, and bye.